Here we are, May 9th, planting the last of our potatoes. Don't let that scare you. You can plant them later in the year. They do better. The best harvests we've got have been when we planted in late March, almost April. But the last few years, the weather hasn't cooperated, so we haven't done that. And you don't get as good a harvest, but, you do what you can. It was too cold, too wet. So we're putting in russets. We're just hoping to get the best we can out of them. It's a little bit longer harvest than the others, than the Yukon Gold and the Red Pontiac. So we're going all along here with our rows, all up there with the rows, and then around the corner. Now we used to grow finger potatoes over here, and here's one of the little volunteers. This is what the great thing is about potatoes, guys. I haven't grown finger potatoes there in several years, and they're still coming up, and they're still having production. So even if I change my mind and I want to do them again, then I can. Finger potatoes are actually really, really delicious, but they just aren't peelable, and they're not really mashable. So they're not really what we're looking for. They're good to can. They taste good, but they're just not what we typically eat. We're planting russets in their place because we eat a lot of those. Now, don't let anybody tell you can't use seed from the store. Seed from the store germinates nowadays. If you want to use organic, that might be better. But we kept our own seed from last year. We keep our seed where and when we can. Here's our granddad's old plow from the farm in Battleground. He grew potatoes and he milked his cows, and that's how he made his living. And we brought it here to the coast, and well, the rest ate it a little bit. But it's fun here next to our potatoes and thinking about great-grandpa. So because we're late in the season, some of the potato sprouts have gotten kind of leggy. Make sure you bury them completely or they will shrivel up and die in the sun. They do not produce as good when they're this leggy. We couldn't help it because we waited too long to plant because of the weather issues. When they produce potatoes on that is when you find that the least production happens, believe it or not. I thought it was an advantage when I first found that, but apparently not. So you want to plant them every 9 or 10 inches. If you plant them closer together than that, they'll crowd each other out and you won't get the harvest. You should be getting 4 pounds per potato. But, that's arbitrary, depending on a lot of things. But this is the final of doing potatoes for this year. We'll see how it comes out.